So now that you understand a little bit about that, let's talk about streaming. Streaming's a waste of fucking time, especially if you don't understand YouTube. Everyone's told you this. Professor Al has told you this. I'm going to tell you this. It's true. Literally, there are so many streamers, and we all know many of them who are successful. I'm not saying that you won't be successful, but if we're talking about truly starting from zero, it's kind of a waste of time to start streaming without understanding YouTube, because YouTube is the only way that you can grow. We all know that Twitch literally doesn't promote you at all. It doesn't do anything. Right? And I'll reiterate that again later. But if you don't have a serious plan when getting into streaming, you know, it's kind of useless. So we're going to start off with YouTube because it's pointless learning about streaming. So let's make sure you have a plan. First off, chat, when we talk about YouTube, okay, I want to tell you this. This is very true. And again, I want to be 100% honest about this when we talk about YouTube. I cannot tell you what to make. If you are hoping to leave this video knowing what video to make, I can't. If I knew what a 10 million view video was, I would have made it. You know what I mean? And so if you're hoping that I'm going to tell you exactly what content to make today, that's not going to happen. What I can do is hopefully tell you the considerations, again, when we're making a YouTube video, of how you can kind of set yourself up for success the best way possible. What I can do is I can give you the tools to create some amazing content. And first of all, chat, what is the most important part of a YouTube video? Does anyone know? I'll wait until someone says it. What is the most important part of a YouTube video? I'm waiting. Feed pics, that's wrong. Good effort, though. Thumbnail, correct. You guys knew it right away. You've heard it a million fucking times, and we're all sick of hearing it, but it's true. The thumbnail is the most important part of the video, packaging as it's called as well. Unfortunately, you know, content lives and dies by the thumbnail and the title. And it hasn't always been this way. You know, it's kind of changed over time, and it might not always be this way in future, but at least in the current landscape of YouTube, it is the most important. However, obviously, asterisk, no one's going to watch a YouTube video if it fucking sucks. So we're considering that you even have a concept here or a video that's good enough, right? And truthfully, how a lot of, you know, how I make content, how a lot of my friends make content, I won't even start making the video unless I've already envisioned the thumbnail and the title in some way, right? Like, I'm not going to just film a video and then be like, we'll figure it out afterwards, because that is normally a recipe for disaster of how you are going to make a cool video and kind of scratching your head on like, well, you know, so you kind of really want to have that thumbnail and that title planned ahead of time so that you can better kind of mold the content around the concept. Again, because, you know, unless people click on your title or your thumbnail, then no one can even get to the point where they can watch the video long enough for YouTube to recommend it, right? So especially in the beginning where you have nothing, it is very, very, very important to make sure that you are, you know, doing that. So that's step one. That's step one. Obviously, step two is, you know, make the video. Make the fucking video. So, you know, that's honestly the format of how I make a YouTube video. Step one, what is the thumbnail title? Step two, you know, what is the video? Like, how am I going to film this? How am I going to shoot it? How is all this? So thumbnail first, always thumbnail first. That's what you think. And if I can't think of a good thumbnail or title, I don't make the video. It's that simple. Well, as you know, my main channel, I don't make a lot of videos, but in general, right? So I think the best way to explain how to make a video and how to kind of, you know, analyze your content and the best way to make it, what I've done is I've picked 3 different videos over the course of my main channel's history from the very beginning, and then we'll go kind of in the middle, and then where we're at now. And I'll kind of tell you what's changed, what kind of considerations I made when making that video that will hopefully help you better go to your own content and you can kind of see where you're at in your journey and figure out, okay? I can explain how I made it and the challenges and all that fun stuff. So obviously the first video, Sebastian prank calls. We kind of already talked about this one. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about this one too much, but yeah, like I said, I learned everything, like the core of editing, thumbnails, everything making this video. The only thing I knew how to do before I made this video was chop audio. Literally just cut, boop, cut, boop, cut. It's very simple. I literally knew nothing else, okay? So that means you could make this video. Any one of you could make this video tomorrow, except your Sebastian impression won't be as good as mine. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there is literally nothing stopping me or you from making like a basic video like this. Now, of course, if you uploaded this video today, it wouldn't do as well. But, you know, generally speaking, like, anyone could have made this video. Literally any of you. So that's very important to kind of keep that in mind, right?